Which Mac is best for you in 2025? The Mac lineup consists of the MacBook Air, the MacBook Pro, the iMac, the Mac Mini, the Mac Studio, and the Mac Pro. Now, most people don't know which one they would pick, and I'm going to help you decide. Starting with the MacBook Air. Right now, in early 2025, it has the M2 chip and starts at $999, and it also has the M3 chip. It's for those students and minimalistic laptop users who don't really need that much power or GPU power and just need something to help them get through their tasks during the day. It's got an 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, a 16-core neural engine, and 16 gigabytes unified memory. And if you want 2 more GPU cores for the best M2 graphics performance, you can add that for $100 extra. The base MacBook Air with the M2 chip is a 13-inch and it starts at 256 gigabytes, but you can get 2 terabytes of storage for an extra $800. There is a 15-inch option for those who want more screen space. It's for those who edit videos but don't need that much power, like let's say if you want to edit shorts on your computer and small video project like let's say 5-minute videos, and it's probably best for those to use CapCut. You can use Final Cut with it, but there's probably going to be some lag. As we know, laptops provide more freedom, so this is for you. And it's not just that, we also have the MacBook Pro. The MacBook Pro is best for those pro video editors, or if you have a project that takes a lot of power, and it starts at $1,599. That's with the M4 chip. That's the newest Apple Silicon chip, and you can also get it with nano texture display. It has a 16 gigabytes unified memory, and you can double that for an extra $400. The base model is a 14-inch display, but you can get it with 16 inches. That's for those who need more screen space, just like with the MacBook Air. And it has 512 gigabytes base storage, but you can upgrade that to 2 terabytes with the M4 chip for an extra $400. With the M4 chip, you are limited to only 2 terabytes of storage, but with the M4 Pro chip, you get lots more. With the M4 Pro chip, you have a 14-core CPU, a 20-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine. But you can configure that to 16-core CPU, a 40-core GPU, which is actually a big leap, and a 16-core neural engine for an extra $900. It has a base of 24 gigabytes of memory, but you can upgrade that to 48 gigabytes of unified memory. But that's for an extra $400. With the M4 Pro chip, it starts at a 512 gigabytes of storage, just like the M4 chip, and it's limited to 4 terabytes of storage, which is still double the one of the base M4 chip, and that's for an extra $1,200. There's also the M4 Max chip that starts at a 14-core CPU, a 32-core GPU, a 36 gigabytes unified memory. So the M4 Max is the maxed out chip, hence the name, and you can also get it with 128 gigabytes of unified memory. Maxed out. But to unlock that, you have to get a 16-core CPU and a 40-core GPU configuration to even unlock the 128 gigabytes of unified memory. That's for an extra $300. With the M4 Max chip, you have a base storage of 1 terabyte, and you can max it out at 8 terabytes of storage, which is the same thing as the maxed out Mac Mini, Mac Studio, and Mac Pro. Like I said before, the Mac Pro is for those who need extensive video editing, like videos like the one you're watching right now. It actually takes a lot of power, and it's for those who need lots and lots of storage and just don't want to have any limitations. That's enough about laptops. Now let's get into desktops. Right now, the only Apple desktop that comes standard with a display is the iMac. It starts at $1,299 with an 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, a 16 gigabytes of unified memory, all in the newest M4 chip. It also has a base of 256 gigabytes of storage, but you can upgrade that to 1 terabyte storage for an added $400. You can also get a gigabit Ethernet port for an extra $30. You can max out the unified memory at 24 gigabytes of unified memory for an added $200, and you can get it with a nano texture display. There's another M4 chip configuration that starts you at 10-core CPU, a 10-core GPU, and 24 gigabytes of unified memory and 512 gigabytes of base storage. That also lets you max it out at 2 terabytes of storage for an extra $600. Then there's the Mac Mini. It starts at $599, making it the cheapest desktop Apple computer. That means it's for those who want power but budget friendly. It starts at 600 gigabytes of unified memory, and you can upgrade that to 32 gigabytes of unified memory for an extra $400. It starts at 256 gigabytes of storage, but you can upgrade that to 2 terabytes of storage for an extra $800 with the base M4 chip. It has a gigabit Ethernet port, but you can upgrade that gigabit Ethernet port to a 10 gigabit Ethernet port for an added $100. Now with the M4 Pro chip, you get 12-core CPU, 16-core GPU, and a 16-core neural engine. You can configure that to a 14-core CPU, a 20-core GPU, and still 16-core neural engine for an added $200. You get 24 gigabytes of unified memory standard, but you can upgrade that to 64 gigabytes of unified memory for an added $600. It starts at 512 gigabytes of base storage, but you can max it out to 8 terabytes of base storage for an added $2,400, which is so pricey, and there is other options that you can literally upgrade it for like half the cost. Now we're getting into the big boys. We have the Mac Studio that starts at $1,999 with the M2 Max chip, and you can configure it to the M2 Ultra chip, which is the best M2 chip, for $3,999. And we have what's supposed to be the best of the best, the Mac Pro, $6,999 with the M2 Ultra chip as the base chip. You can't configure it to anything else, and it's, like I said, supposed to be the best, but notice it has the same M2 Ultra chip as the Mac Studio. I did do a video about that, but lightly touching on it, they have the same basic performance, and it's $3,000 more. So sometimes I wonder why it even exists. I'm saying that in this video, but in the other video I did reveal why it exists. Go watch that now if you want to find out. They can both support a 72-core GPU, a 24-core CPU, 8 terabytes of max storage, and 196 gigabytes of unified memory. The display support is top notch for both of them. With both of them, you can get 3 8K displays on the same computer. You can get 6 6K displays and 8 4K displays. So if you have a top quality security system, they might be good options. But the Mac Mini actually outperforms the Mac Studio, considering it has the newest M4 Pro chip, and it outperforms the M2 Ultra chip Mac Studio in some cases. I did talk about that in another video too, and I'll put the link in the description for both of the videos that I mentioned. So summing it up, for the laptop users, we have the base MacBook Air with the M2 and M3 chip, and that's for those laptop users who want to be minimalistic and don't need that much power. We have the Pro MacBook Pro for those who want to edit pro videos in a flexible space and don't want to sit at a desk. We have the iMac, which is the only desktop that comes with a display standard right now. It's basically attached to it. It is a 2-in-1 computer. And we have the Mac Mini, which is a budget-friendly desktop computer. No screen, it's just the computer with the newest M4 and M4 Pro chip. We have the Mac Studio and the Mac Pro, which have the M2 Ultra chips, and the Mac Studio also has the M2 Max option. That was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please send this video to somebody who you know will enjoy it too. Like and subscribe. Put a comment down below of any questions you may have for me, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.